think these people are on. Yes, and it's just a t-shirt. And hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I don't want to be running late, so we're actually in. So hi there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to this installment of Poetic License. We're going to find out whether or not it's today with Louise going in, if this will go back to recycled reads. If it does, if I've got this back, I am going to go there from 3:30 to 5:30 Central, or 4:30 to 6:30 Eastern, where I am right now, and John McMullen is, but I'll go at that time. I don't think I can do a Zoom meeting there. I don't think they've got enough technology to pull it off, and I don't to carry it in to do it. So what I might do for that is have a public license, Poetic License goes local, and do it there, and then maybe later in the evening do a Poetic License goes global, and do it later on with you guys separately, if that idea interests you, because I have no idea what's going to be happening to the space at Recycled Reads. Louise is apparently on her way there now to figure out if something is going in. So
there is no technical problem if they have a router in putting up a television with a big screen and a computer. The problem is
they'd have to have a big screen and a big computer, first of all.
The problem is, I can still host it from here if you have a screen, that's no problem. The problem is the way you lay the room out, because you want the people in the audience to see the
Zoom meeting, yeah.
But when they read, they want to face the audience, and then the Zoom people see the back of their heads. So you have to decide how you can do it so that what you could have is the reader read from the back of the room.
Well, I don't know how it's going to be set up, because if it goes live, I'm thinking I'm not even going to bring a microphone, because people will be worried about sharing, contagious at the same place. That it'll just be, if you want to go to one spot and stand and read, we can, but just so that people aren't collecting their germs onto the same microphone and trying to clean it, just go mic free in this bookstore, because oftentimes many open mics are like that to begin with anyway, but just to keep people safe for COVID, blah, blah, blah. So I have no idea. We'll see what will happen. Louise, who will be reading, will be going there first to see what's going on, and if there's anything going on today. I thought there was a celebration that was going on, including something for Mindy, who was the one that was spearheading having these kind of open mic spaces at Recycled Reads. I don't know if it's going on today. I said I can't make it. I'm out of town. I'm sorry. But that's a wonderful thing about a Zoom meeting. I could set it up wherever, even on somebody's couch. So anywho, I'm going to go on for poetry in round one for you guys. I thought I would read 3 poems from the new cc&d issue collection book. This is from August 2021, volume of 312, and it's called Secrets. Titles of magazines which become books are based on accepted writings within the issue. I saw the one that was called Secrets, and I saw a cool photo of bed sheets, and I thought, that might give you any sort of idea under the sun, so why don't we have it going off this way? So I thought I would read, this is a magazine that actually has different sections, and in addition to poetry, I mean, it always says poetry, the passionate stuff. The meat and potatoes stuff is the prose section, and sometimes there are essay editorial sections, a philosophy section, or poetry could have a B2 section or performance art section. So I was going to read to you 3 pieces from the performance art section, which doesn't come in every issue, but it's in this one. So, and I think Mr. Tom might know some of them. It is very appropriate, because this was from a Journeys feature that was at Thirsty Thursdays in Dripping Springs. And the first poem is a title that I was using as we were driving across the north. We've been in Texas, and even when we've had a lot of rain, it has still been very dark, and for the blooming green, it's just not bright, and I used the word again as we were driving up north here. I'm like, it's a verdant green. It's just so exquisite to be able to say it. So the first piece I was going to read is about that kind of travel, and it is titled Verdant Green. Journeys across these northern states leave the hustle and bustle of the morning commute in Chicago, drive through Indiana just past dawn, see fog hovering over fields past Gary, Valparaiso, Notre Dame. And keep your glasses on, not only because the sun and this cloudless sky is so ominously bright, but because the fields you drive past are so damn bright. Every crevice covered with lush, verdant leaves from moisture-rich fields springing forth life. And open your eye, and even your eyes need protection from that green, because even Chicago has vines in bloom covering buildings, wrapping tree trunks. So continue through Ohio and beyond the standing bales of hay. Lift your sunglasses every once in a while just to shock your eyes with the verdant green all around you. Even the metal fences are covered with thick, lush foliage because everything grows here. Everything is alive with a force you've been aching to feel since subjected to the semi-arid desert summers of triple digits and no water to quench your soul. Look to your left. See acres of corn stalks, and then to your right, broad leaves of protein-rich beans. It may shock your senses, but this is life. And you need to remind yourself of this brightness of life before you enter Pennsylvania, and you need to pop your ears from the rising and falling mountains covered in forest you could only dream about. Inhale. Take a deep breath and breathe life in. Believe it or not, it gets more moist the further east you go, and the plants here are the proof. They're giving you the oxygen you need. Thank them by letting out your deep carbon dioxide breath. Fly past the occasional flowers sprouting along the roads as you journey, and smile when you see how vibrant life can be. And it was funny, as we were just driving, John was like, I'm like, look at all of these trees on these mountains as we're entering Pennsylvania. He's like, it looks like
broccoli crowns.
broccoli. It looks like you've got a bunch of broccoli clouds. They're just everywhere. It was crazy. I'm like, there are broccoli crowns are crazy all over the place. It was insane.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm at Recycled Reeds. They are closed.
oh, well then, do whatever. We'll figure
But
something out.
I think they're planning to open on Friday, so I will be here then.
Okay, perfect. And I see that Susan came in. Hello, my darling. And I will add you to the list, and then I will go on to reading the second of the 3 poems. And thank you for that, Louise, and your...
You're welcome. I guess I won't be able to participate. My phone cut off a while ago because it got too hot on the windshield.
Oh, well, worry about it for your ride home, and whenever you are here, you are welcome to be here. That's all I can say.
If you're still going when I get home, I will come in.
We'd love to have you here. And thank you for everything, Louise.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
All right, now I'm going to have to go to Journeys on a Train, which is the second one from this series. And I don't have any train noises for you guys on it, but I'm going to do Journeys on a Train, the second poem. Traveling cross country on a train, I've listened to the rhythmic rock as the engine rolls cars from one state to the next, giving us passengers a sunlit slice of America. Driving out at night to an abandoned road on the outskirts of Austin, Texas, we found train tracks parallel to the quieted road and listened to crickets chirp to the rumbling freight trains. There's rhythmic beauty in that sound of a train rolling down those tracks. From engine noise to the wheels turning on the railroad tracks and that classic clickety-clack noise. To you, a train might give you the feeling that you're going on a big adventure. But to me, that certain unique sound of the L train, the commuter running a loop in downtown Chicago, and then giving passengers rides to every angle of the city to commute, to shop, or to be social. I'm telling you, that L train noise is different from any other train that I know. And after leaving Chicago, after being pushed away, coming back and hearing that train truly pulls on my heartstrings. Because the train can remind the average Joe of a beautiful adventure, but hearing the L train consoles me and reminds me of being home. What a beautiful journey the train can be. But this one train reminds you of home, and it's a perfect memory. I feel, it's just so weird. And people in Austin know, thank you, Larry. People in Austin know. I was like, oh, here comes that train with that honk. Is this coming? Yeah, Tom's nodding. And like, we sit outside and we're like, oh, there's the train coming in. That's right by the new football stadium for the new team. And I've got one more, and it's a short one for you. And it is a piece that is called Eyes. I believe it was written for one of the Georgetown magazines, for whether it was Blue Hole or The Enigmatist, I'm not sure. But when it's short, it would have an Instagram image. You can't see it on here because it's really tiny in these little screens in Zoom meetings or in a Facebook feed or in a YouTube video. But if you'd like to see it, you can always check it out in this magazine. There is links to it online at scars.tv/ccd to find secrets. But this poem, which has an image on it, is called Eyes. The eye is a fascinating thing. It's beautiful to study, especially yours. I would study your unique blue pools so I could learn why I love your eyes and why I'm so in love with you. Eyes are our windows to the outer world, but they're also portals inward, fleeting glimpses of who you are inside. Our eyes are designed so we could follow each other's gazes closely. I'm watching you. Scientists are now figuring out that the eye really is the window to the soul, which may be why I love your eyes, never wanting to lose sight of them again. Short little one for Eyes for you guys. That is from the cc&d this month's issue, which was released early because we were going to be traveling, but this is the August issue titled Secrets, and you can find it on Amazon. I don't want to be selling this thing off to you guys, but I try to share, thank you, I try to share stuff about all of these magazine issues for you guys. I'm looking at my list now, but of course, and I think we can do rounds of 3 with us here for the open mic. John F. McMullen is always the first on the list, and then Rusty, Tom, the Between Worlds poet, Michael, the birthday boy, Louise, Lorna, and Susan are on the list. Yay, birthday boy! So, I hope you guys are ready, and John, would you please take it away, my darling?
Sure. You mentioned the train in Chicago. In my neighborhood, coming through maybe about